EPDM. So I think this was close to 100 pounds. I don't know. I had trouble lifting it over my head, so I had to come up a little bit sketchy coming up the ladder here, which is just enough over my shoulders, and then kind of toss it over. I should probably open this up. I'll probably going to work on this tomorrow, so I'm going to open this up and then lay it out and let it get warm a little bit so that it'll be a little bit more flexible and get rid of the wrinkles. Up on the roof cleaning up, and I figured I'd just try it out. The level is nearly perfect. But here is the roll. See, I'm going to try to, I think, get it to where it's going to be just hanging over the corner, and then unroll it that way, and then be able to roll it. It's just so, I measured or weighed it last night, it was 105 pounds. So it is pretty unwieldy, especially when it's 18 feet by 20 feet. So I'm going to try to, like I said, unroll it in a place where I don't have to move it much. Underneath. So this should be right now. So I'm just going to lay it out. Got to move this offside room. I guess I could put this over here. Try to get it all laid out, and then let it sit and just kind of relax in the heat. That's pretty good. It's about as good as I'm going to get it. So just let it sit out in the sun. Just kind of get warm, a little bit more pliable, and hopefully most of these creases will come out of it as it sits here. Once I got most of the creases out, some of these are a little bit, it's actually just the line of it. It's very faint, so once it goes down, glues down, it'll be able to roll out. So what I've been doing is just taking a stiff broom, starting from the middle and really just going out and just kind of stretching it all from the middle. It's out in the sun as well, out here finally getting warm, so I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. That's what they recommend, is leaving it out for 30 minutes and then longer for 30 minutes for more creases. I'm going to do this. So I also found a couple places where there was a hard piece underneath that was poking through, so this was a good chance to find any of those and get rid of them. So most of that seems to be gone, but it seems to be a pretty good way of stretching it out. I'm going to try to do it. It's going to pull back and glue down one side. Glue the wood, put glue in the wood, put glue in the underside. Let it get tacky so it's not wet anymore, and then try to roll it out and smooth out most of these wrinkles. It should be pretty easy. I guess that's perfect. So it's sitting out it's been sitting out in the sun for a little bit, and also just trying to keep it warm or stirred up here. Make sure it's completely stirred up now. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. Okay, so after you saw it went on kind of a creamy color, but it dries clear. And you should be able to, you can see how it's sticking, very tacky, but there shouldn't be any liquid left on there. This is pretty close. I think this one might be just a little bit, so I'm going to leave it. And the same thing where it's sticking on. This is going to be a little tough because I can't get underneath it, so I think I'm going to have to start from the edges here and kind of, start rolling it from under here till I can get a good grip from underneath there, just because it's too far to reach. As I'm slowly working this back. Notice the easiest way I was trying to get underneath it, the easiest way is to kind of just push it. You can just use the tackiness and let it roll itself. That is going to move back and forth there. Side to side. This is all glued down. So again, I have 18 feet this way. I just did 8 feet, so I have 10 left. So I'm going to break it up into 5-foot sections and make it a little bit easier for myself. So just put a little chalk line here, a chalk line here in the middle, and then also chalk lines on there. So I know where, so like here, and so I know where to glue up to. And I'm just going to do that and then move it over. Then I have all my stuff over on this side. Everything over here, and then I can get everything this way, and then bring it over here, and I'll have 5 feet. So I got this second third rolled out here. It's actually covered, it only goes up to about here or so, but I got it all laid out. One part was a little bit wetter than the other, so I brought out the box fan. So I'm just going to start at this original seam where I was, somewhere around here, just kind of keep trying to push it out, and actually push it out at a little bit of angle as I get closer to the sides to try to stretch it from the middle. It seems pretty good so far. Alright, so I'm going to finish this last bit. This last part has quite a bit more overhang of the EPDM. So there's only 5 feet of roof left, and there's 7 feet, so I'd done it already like this, so I would have extra left over just in case I need to patch instead of cutting a little bit everywhere. So that's good. So I'm just going to mark with the chalk about 5 feet here so that I know how far to put the glue so that I don't have all this extra glue sticking on here. So just remember where you're painting to and the exit as usual. So I got my ladder in this corner, so I'm going to be painting over there, starting off the wood and working my way back to the EPDM, back to these lines. Like I said, this 5-foot line that I've marked here. That's the last of it. So it's all painted off here. So you can see this is still a little bit wet versus the clear here is already dried. Got this box fan up here that's helping dry it out a little bit. Just so, again, and one last time here just to kind of show you what it looks like. And you can see it's glossy. It's just tacky like that. That one's, see, that's just on the verge of not being. So it needs a little bit more drying time. You can see this, same type of thing, and you can actually smear it around. So that's still got a little bit of milkiness to it. So all this needs to be dry still. Versus what I started with over here should be ready. See my finger sticks, but nothing comes off like the other one where it came off on my finger. So I can just usually push it from a couple feet back and it rolls out pretty good. I just try to do like 6 inches, 9 inches, I don't know. Some little bit at a time. I can just get under here just enough where I can get enough leverage to push it. And just keep working back and forth like this. I just try to kind of push it out as I'm pushing in so it unrolls, but also tries to keep a tight line the other way. Alright, so now it should just hang over.